got gun, with my gun, keep my gun, Sangamoya, Yugamoya, 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 yeah, Nemu. The way you walk at that, yeah, Nipa man, yes, Gamoya, everything's a Gamoya, still not shy on the people, yeah.
Lucky boy.
Neniana Kamie, Neniani Kamae, Neniana Kamie, Neniani Kamae, Tima to Kenya to Nenu, Baganga to Kenya to Nenu, young player, put your bell, you see you, young player, put your bell. Get away, Neniani Kamae, Tima to Kenya to Nenu, Baganga to Kenya to Nenu. Excuse me, can you speak English? Na Ilawa Be, Kulawa Kule, Kulelo Yamini, Kulelo. Take me to your mama. I don't want no drama. Come to the people now bring my heart. I know you can face it so. Teta woman, teta. Because they not play high and see. Tita don't engage you. Right on the Malay high. I was telling asking people. Adaho. Tell me if Adaho. Adaho. Tell me if Adaho. My first I met you right here. Neniana Mekamie. Neniani Kamae. Neniana Mekamie. Neniani Kamae, Tima to Kenya to Nenu, Baganga to Kenya to Nenu, Igamao. The way I can go, can go, illegal, you got gun, with my gun, keep my gun, Sangamoya, Yugamoya, Yugamoya, yeah, Nemu. The way you walk at that, yeah, Nipa man, yes, Gamoya, everything's a Gamoya, still not shy on the people, yeah. Neniana Mekamie, Neniani Kamae, Neniana Kamie, Neniani Kamae, Tima to Kenya to Nenu, Baganga to Kenya to Nenu, Igamao to Kenya to Nenu, Baganga to Kenya to Nenu, Igamao to Kenya to Nenu, Baganga to Kenya to Nenu. You come out to Kenya too.
Lucky boy.
Sunday bar, go to Muko, you not inside, you not know. Besuruku, Sunday bar, go to Muko, you not inside, you not know. I want to get baby cat dance. Your delay is not your denial. Don't give up, keep working harder. No matter how long the storm lasts, the sun will always shine behind a cloud. No matter how long the storm lasts, the sun will always shine behind the cloud. Your setback will be a major comeback. Me pa I only hope for no life. Ugly water can carry rock. Then they done that. No cause to worry. Give God the glory for the little love. I give God the glory, keeping me alive. So I give God the glory for keeping me alive. Give God the glory for keeping me alive. Get a paper glory, sorry. Give God the glory for keeping me alive. Once you got food to eat, thank you. You get more to come, thank you. You get air to breathe. After. Party after party.
There's one place, and that place is the place you can find all your party supply. It's Models D Party Supply on Camp Johnson Road. It's Models D Party Supply. Has all and every kinds of party supplies you need, ranging from party dishes, plastic tablecloths, Disney party banners for kids, flowers for weddings and parties, balloons, different colors and sizes, party dishes, different colors and sizes, gift wrap papers. We also do the following: rental services, chairs, tables, chair covers, table runners, and chair sarge. You can find them all. Models D Party Supply. Our quality products bring you in, and our low prices bring you back. That's why we are Models D Party Supplies. Contact us on Camp Johnson Road, Monrovia, Liberia, next to Yes Transport, or call us on 0777-671-814, 0886-777-665.
Black Hill Regional Park in Maryland comes alive on the 24th of July with an Independence Day Country Coke featuring a variety of Liberian DJs. Come and enjoy yourself to our Dummer special, juicy dry rice, pepper soup, and bitter leaf and fufu. Other DJs include rub potato greens, cassava leaf, rare oil potato greens, and so much more. Now, on the sideline of those dishes is the smell of our pepper color and roasted meat that will keep you salivating. Yes, it's the Independence Day Country Coke happening in Black Hill Regional Park, 20930 Lake Ridge. For inquiries and reservation, contact Makam Boyu on cell numbers 240-636-8994 or Malo Brople on 240-5516-742. If you are in the DMV area, you can't afford to miss it as it promises to be great. Come, let's dance to our favorite Liberian songs while we enjoy our favorite DJs.
See, I see no time for check.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome to the program. Today is Monday, the 19th of July, 2021. The time in Monrovia is 7:30. The time in Delaware is 3:30. And we want to say good morning and welcome to our listeners who are watching and who are listening on one of our 6 platforms on which we stream or bring you the broadcast. Good morning there, George. Where's Borkai?
Good morning, cause, and good morning out there to our listener in our Liberia. Brother on his way coming.
Okay. Thank you. So, folks, I want to say morning, and normally, as we do when the program begins, we like to look at the COVID numbers. So we're gonna wait for Bwaka to come. I always like him to be the one to focus on that or to handle that. Uh, we have a situation in the country regarding a sinking vessel, or perhaps the vessel has already sunk. There's a vessel called Nico Avanka. Nico Avanka is a vessel that, well, I only heard of it when and when they got involved in this sinking. Uh, I believe they said off the coast of Harper. So the Nico Avanka is a vessel that was built in Liberia. It was commissioned in Liberia in 2018. And the purpose of this vessel is a transport vessel. It takes people from Monrovia, people and goods from Monrovia to Harper, and it first of all, I would not trust a vessel that was built in Liberia. I would not. And anybody who trusts such a vessel is taking a huge risk with their life, because Liberians are not people I would trust that would build a vessel that would navigate the Atlantic or any water, for example, and to move from one point to another point. I'm sorry, I would not. I'm told some people have already been rescued, and they've rescued about 11 of the people who were on board this sinking vessel. And the armed forces of Liberia, through its Coast Guard, I believe, is working along with the Maritime Authority. And they said that they still have additional between 15 to 17 people missing, and they're looking for them, missing in the ocean. Yeah, 17 people. Major General Prince C. Johnson said on Sunday, which was yesterday, a press conference they held, he said, and I quote, "We couldn't find the captain of the ship, either missing or doesn't justify or doesn't identify himself as the captain." Among the people that were rescued include 9 Liberians, a Chinese, a Syrian, 10 of them men, and 1 woman. Also, it is said that there are 9 WIAC staff on board the vessel. Those who work with the West African Examination Council. They're on board. And they were going to Maryland County. We need to pray for those people to be missing in a sinking vessel, or a vessel that's already sunk or is sinking. You know, it's something serious. And I'm told there are a lot of young people on board that vessel. Now, there are lots of safety issues that have been raised, safety concerns, with inspection between the National Port Authority folks, whether they did the right inspection. I have here a press release, a press statement put out by the maritime folks on the distress incident on board the Nico Avanca. That's what it's called. If first of all you build a vessel in Liberia, you call it Nico Avanca. Huh? You know, what is it with us? Why couldn't we name the vessel Swakoko? Why couldn't we name it Saoboso? Something like that. You build a vessel in Liberia and you name it Nico Avanca. Are you kidding? This is crazy. A Eastern European name or something like that. Let me read a statement from the Liberia Maritime Authority. Members of the press, the Liberia Maritime Authority regrets to inform the press and the general public that on July 17, 2021, at about 15:51 hours, that's 3:51 GMT, it received an alert from the Liberia Coast Guard through its Monrovia Regional Maritime Rescue Coordination Center, informing about a distress situation on board Nico Avanca, a locally registered vessel trading between the ports of Monrovia and Harper, owned and operated by Halia Incorporated. The information received indicates that the vessel departed the port of Monrovia for Harper on Saturday, July 17, 2021 at 0600 hours. The vessel, while underway to Harper, about 6 nautical miles off the coast of Marshall City, reportedly started to take in water. It started to sink. The Liberia Maritime Authority, Ministry of National Defense, and Armed Forces of Liberia, through its Liberia Coast Guard, mobilized resources, including assets and personnel, and immediately commenced search and rescue operations to attend to the distressed vessel. It is important to state that ArcelorMittal Liberia, Sea Shepherd, and other partners were immediately contacted to utilize their assets to assist in the search and rescue operations. ArcelorMittal Liberia launched its 2 tugboats with Coast Guard personnel on board from the port of Buchanan to the reported scene of the incident between Buchanan and Marshall City. Yeah, so basically that's a press statement from the maritime folks that they're looking for the vessel and all hands on deck. The Liberian Army through the Coast Guard, ArcelorMittal deployed its tugboats, and other partners. They all have been looking, and they've rescued some people. And they said about 17 people are still, at least 17 people are still missing. Now, the thing is, who does the inspection of vessels operating within the country, within our territorial waters? Who determines whether these vessels are seaworthy or not? Whether they should be clad or given the green light to navigate our waters. Now, the inspection of vessels to determine its seaworthiness or their seaworthiness is lies solely within the purview of the Liberia Maritime Authority. But when a particular vessel leaves the port, but for it to leave the port, they have to get clearance from the person at the port who's called the harbor master. This is the person in charge of the harbor. They have to clear it in order for it to take off. Now, This is serious. It could very well be that in the necessary inspection was not done, and they allowed this vessel to leave, and now we have this situation. It's very important. Now, WIAC put out this announcement. Um, the West African Examinations Council, WIAC, regrets to inform all school candidates that the national examinations that were scheduled to be administered on Monday through Friday, that's July 19th through the 21st, the 23rd, 2021, have been postponed. The postponement is triggered by the unfortunate sinking of a vessel that was transporting 9 staff of WIAC and examination materials from the free port of Monrovia to Harper, Maryland County. The examinations will be administered at a later date to be announced. So because of the sinking of this boat, which was transporting 9 WIAC staff, along with a consignment of materials to facilitate the taking of the exam, WIAC has announced that they are postponing the administering of the exams. Of course, they cannot have these exams. 9 of their workers have been, were on board this vessel. Materials meant for that part of the country for the tests were also on board this vessel, and so they cannot continue with this. We should pray for the people who are on board, those who have not been found. The longer it takes, the smaller and smaller the chances of being rescued alive gets, because it's the ocean. They're in the Atlantic Ocean. And so to find them alive on a sunken boat, many hours after the boat sank, it's a very small chance, and it grows smaller and smaller and smaller by the hour. And so our prayers are with them, and with their families and their loved ones. Good morning, Boagai.
Good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners. It's good to be here this morning. Very wet Monday morning.
It's good to have you. Listen, before we go to this thing with the port manager of Buchanan, my picking Charles de Gaulle, and I have a story I will tell people about Charles before I even talk about this thing involving him stealing some $200,000. In getting, brother Somado. Good morning to you, man. So we will talk about that shortly, but let's go to the COVID situation. Tell us, what are the numbers? Okay. The latest COVID numbers.
All right, let me just go there quickly, and I gave you the numbers. These were posted yesterday at 11:26 p.m. That's Sunday, 11:26 p.m. They say total confirmed cases now in Liberia, we have 5,396 total confirmed cases, with 15 new cases of the coronavirus, and a total death of 148, with no new death yet. So a total recovery, we have 2,715, with one new recovery. Yeah, total recovery. They have total recovery, and again one new recovery. The one new recovery, and the total recovery is 2,715. Total confirmed cases now in Liberia, we have 5,396, with 15 new. So there's no new death yet. So that's the numbers.
Thank you, Boka. Thank you very much for that. So that's an improvement, right?
Yeah, an improvement.
So no new deaths, right?
Yeah, no new death.
Since when?
I think since the last time we read, I think since yesterday. No, let
No,
me
no,
just
no, not since yesterday.
not since yesterday, but
Before yesterday. Because the
Mhm.
last time we were on the show was on Friday and there were no deaths.
Yeah,
And even
yeah.
the
On
number of new cases, that's not a lot, right? What is it now? Since the
the new
last
cases,
numbers were released.
the new cases we have 9. No, no. The new cases from yesterday we have 15 new cases. The new cases from
Is it
let me-
declining, Borga? I get the feeling that it is, but what do the numbers say? Is it declining?
on the 15th of July we were at 5,315. Then on the 16th of July we are at
No, no,
5,000.
no, no. Take it from the 15th of July to today is the 19th of July. So what's the difference? What was it on the 15th of July and what is it now?
Okay, the 15th of July, the total confirmed cases were 5,315. Then yesterday, which was the 17th of July.
No, yesterday was not the 17th. Yesterday was the 18th of July. Today being the 19th.
Oh, okay. So what I was reading now was from the 17th because
No,
there's
give us
nothing
the
yet.
latest. Today's number. You
No.
said Friday. No, you said the 15th of July.
Mhm.
We recorded 5,315 cases
Yeah.
confirmed. So
Mhm.
what are the numbers today?
No, there's none yet for today. The one I'm reading was
The
from the
total.
17th.
I'm not talking about new ones. The total. What are the total
Okay.
now?
The total now is 5,396.
That's still a significant one though,
Yeah.
because what day was the 15th? If today being the 19th, Thursday or
No,
Friday must have been the 15th.
no, Costa, let me make you understand now. What I'm reading now is from the 17th. They haven't put in some up yet
Yeah, they
for
haven't
the
put.
18th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they haven't put.
there's
Yeah.
nothing yet for the 18th and the 19th. So that is 17th who I'm reading to you here now.
So so you're trying to say between the 15th to the 17th, we saw a jump from 5,315 confirmed cases to 5,396 cases.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's still a lot.
Mm-hmm.
In 2 days,
In 2 days.
that's a big jump. 5,315 to 5,396.
6. Yeah.
That is a big jump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from the 15th to the 17th
17. Yeah.
in 48 hours.
Yeah.
Ooh. In 48 hours, we recorded more than 65 new cases.
Sure.
That is a big jump. Yeah, whoa, man, that is a big jump. Number of deaths.
Okay. The number of deaths from the 15 was 9 deaths.
No, that same period, the same period on a review. From the 15th of July to the 17th of July. Number of deaths.
Yeah, on the 15th, they reported 9 deaths. Then on the 17th, they are reporting 15 new deaths. Yeah.
Between the 15th to
the 17th.
Oh God. That's huge, Braga.
Very huge.
So this thing is not improving.
Absolutely.
Leroy T. Johnson, you said all figures relatively improving. That's not true, Leroy. Leroy, you just saw how we crunched the numbers. It's not improving. It is not. 81 new cases in 48 hours.
So we haven't getting anything. So we expect report probably this morning at either 10 a.m. or 11 a.m.
Now, what about vaccines? Anything?
There is nothing
Anything new?
nothing yet for about the vaccine. Absolutely nothing.
And they told us the vaccines were coming, right?
Sure.
In 2 weeks. And that was on the 25th of June when they made that pronouncement.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do the math. They announced on the 25th of June, I have the press release here. I'm going to go to it. This is what they put out themselves. I didn't make this one up. I have it right here. The incident management system brings in 250,000 rapid test tubes and additional vaccines. That's their press statement. Press release. Monrovia, June 25, 2021. The Incident Management System, IMS, and partners have brought into the country 250,000 rapid test tubes as part of response efforts to interrupt further spread of the COVID-19 surge in the country. The arrival of the testing tubes will ease challenges experienced in the release of laboratory results at various ports of entry. Let's skip that. Let's move on to the other part containing the vaccine. The IMS is expected to receive in country additional 96,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccines within the next 2 weeks. This gesture is under COVAX. It's under the COVAX facility. This is a global alliance for vaccines and immunization, with support from, that's Gavi, and the African Center for Disease Control, AFCDC. Now, they said these vaccines would arrive. In a related development, in the same press release, I'm reading further, the government of Liberia will shortly receive 386,000 Johnson & Johnson vaccine doses with support from the World Bank. So that's what they announced, Boakai. They announced on the 25th of June, this is over 2 weeks ago, that we were going to receive additional 96,000 doses of vaccine. They also said that another 386,000 the doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. Now, by the way, the Johnson & Johnson is a single shot vaccine. It's not a double dose. It's a single dose. They give you one shot and you're good. You're gone. AstraZeneca is a double dose. Now, the problem we face is that since this press release was put out by the government, which was on the 25th, today is the 19th, Poakai.
Yeah.
6 days from today, it will be 1 month since the pronouncement by the government that 2 weeks from the date of pronouncement, which was the 25th of June, that we would receive in country 96,000 doses of vaccine, AstraZeneca, and additionally 286,000 doses of Johnson & Johnson single-shot vaccines. Now, 2 weeks have come and have gone. We have not seen a single dose of vaccine. The government has not bothered to have the courtesy to come out and tell us why the vaccines have not arrived.
Absolutely. And no information. Yeah.
There are lots of people, at least well over 70, 80,000 people, I'm told, who received the first consignment of the first 96,000 doses that arrived. And those people have been waiting in vain to receive the second shots. And unfortunately, they have not been able to receive the second shots because there are no vaccines in town. What is the government doing?
Nothing.
They are not saying a single word to us. But the face of that, the government just paid out through the Ministry of Finance. George Weah authorized the disbursement of the second tranche of payment to lawmakers of $15,000 per lawmaker. Now let's do the math. So within a period of 4 weeks, Liberian legislators, all 103 of them, received $3,090,000 US, 30,000 apiece. Okay. If the government can afford to pay out 30,000 per lawmaker, that's $3,090,000. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? It tells you that the government doesn't have money problem. Because if they had money problem, they wouldn't be able to source $3 million and dish it out among 103 lawmakers. They wouldn't be able to do that. So because money is not their problem, then one would think, then why can't they get the vaccines in country? Oh, I understand. Okay, they're waiting for the free vaccines. They have money to divide among lawmakers, but they don't have money to buy vaccines for their people. You see that? They have money to divide among lawmakers, good for nothing, useless son of a swines, but they don't have money to give, to buy vaccines and to buy supplies. Now, I have a letter here I'm going to read. Dr. Francis Kete, what's his name? Kete. Francis Kete wrote this letter to Mr. Ebenezer Norman. And we'll try to bring Mr. Norman on the show tomorrow. Ebenezer Norman is the president of the Liberian community in Colorado. And it is he and our assistant representative, state representative Naquita Riz, and others that have secured $1 million in much needed supplies for shipment to Liberia. And they're trying to raise the money to ship these equipment to the country, these supplies. So Francis Kete on the 5th of July wrote this letter on his official letterhead to Mr. Ebenezer Norman to ask Norman to use his contacts to solicit supplies for Liberia. And he stated in this letter exactly what types of supplies they need. Office of the Deputy Minister, Chief Medical Officer, and in care of Ebenezer Norman, the United Liberian Organization of Colorado, ULDC Colorado State, United States of America. Reference, request for emergency support to provide medical equipment for COVID-19 crisis in Liberia. So our government, through the chief medical officer, they are looking for aid. They are looking for support. While they are begging other people to find supplies, free supplies to give them, the same government is at the same time distributing hundreds of thousands of dollars to lawmakers. Now is $3 million in total. Dear Mr. Norman, as you are aware, Liberia is experiencing the third wave in the COVID-19 crisis, which has become more infectious and fatal. As a result, the need for treatment in facilities can't be overemphasized. Hence, this letter comes as an emergency appeal for the following: hospital beds and mattresses, oxygen regulators, oxygen concentrators, bed covers and sheets, medical scrubs, personal protective equipment. Thanks for your support during this time of need in Liberia. Sincerely, Francis and Kate, MD, Chief Medical Officer. So that's Mr. Kate begging for supplies because they need them. And when Mr. Norman received this letter, he and his folks there in Colorado got to work and have managed to secure from Project Cure a medical charity that donates, that ships out of the U.S. 240-foot containers every year, places where they are needed. They got to work, reached out to Project Cure, and Project Cure, in its generosity, donated to them or provided to them $1 million in hospital beds, in PPEs, in medical scrubs, and a number of other badly needed supplies. Now, Norman and his team will need about $50,000 to do overhead, administrative, and shipping to handle those things. $50,000 to ship $1 million worth of supplies. I mean, you're talking about 270 something beds or 250 beds at least. Hospital beds, okay? Including electric beds, which are very expensive. Now, you would think the government would go and say, okay, let's try to help to pay for this. But that's not something they're going to do. That's not something they're open to doing. So we have a problem. While people are dying and the numbers are not improving, the government is busy they are busy distributing money to lawmakers. That's what they are doing. Now, go ahead, man.
Yeah, and over the weekend, 4 civil society organizations threatened a major protest against lawmakers on Capitol Hill if they don't turn over their separate share.
Don't waste our time, man.
Yeah, but we need to bring it. We need to flag it out, Costa.
Don't waste our time.
So the media name the civil society organization. They are consultants of public health workers, Civil Servant Association of Liberia, National Teachers Association of Liberia, the National Health Workers of Liberia, and the Monrovia Consolidated School System Teachers Association.
Man. Those people will do nothing. I beg you. Now, let's go to our Peking, to my Peking. Charles MacArthur de Gaulle. The young man involved in a scandal. What this boy did is stupid and is foolish. I don't know how he thought he could get away with that. The NPA put out this press release on Friday. They suspended him and the NSA arrested him for interrogation. Him and his chief statistician at the Port of Buchanan. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about Charles MacArthur de Gaulle. He was one of those kids in Broadville that I knew from way back. We were never close. He and I were never peers. We never ran in the same circle. But I knew him. Not very well, but I knew him. Charles de Gaulle used to live in Philadelphia. An ardent stupidician. I'll give him that. And when the CDC won the elections, de Gaulle went to Liberia, this kid, and he tried to get a job. He left his apartment, his girlfriend, went to Liberia and stayed there for many months. He was in Broadville. At the time, I was supporting the government. I'll tell you a story. This is interesting. De Gaulle was in Liberia hustling to get a job in the government. De Gaulle did not get a job. He did not get appointed. He managed and raised some money. Things got so bad on de Gaulle that he had to hustle to raise some money to buy his plane ticket to return to the States. This is in 2018, towards the end of 2018. Just about, the third quarter of 2018. De Gaulle came back to the U.S. When Charles returned to the U.S., his girlfriend kicked him out of the apartment because she said, whilst he was in Liberia, she alone was footing the bills, all the expenses.
Costa, let me just hold you there. I don't know. Is it always the case that when our guys leave from Liberia, most especially those that are in government and go back, their wives normally put them out, like Eugene Fagon, you know?
Well, if you go to Liberia and you are not supporting your home yet, chances are the woman will leave you because it's expensive to live here, Boakai. You got to pay your bills. You got to pay your rent. If you can't afford, your woman's not going to be working hard and paying the bills and everything. She must really love you. Some men are lucky. They have women who are earning a lot, and they're strong women. Their wives or their girlfriends would continue to foot the bills. So, and the guys will keep telling the women, "Oh, baby, don't worry when things improve, when I get a job." But some women would take it. They would stomach it. They would take it for a while. But then some women would not take it. They would leave you. So when Charles returned to the States, and I know this story because Charles told me this story. Charles returned to the States. His girlfriend said she didn't want a relationship anymore. Because guess what? When Charles went back, he had no job. Not only did he have no job in the States, that's not a problem. He could always find another job. But he hadn't been helping the girl to pay the bills. And he didn't get the job in Liberia that he told her he would get from the CDC that he had been supporting for all those years. So the girl was not happy. Charles came to America and the girl broke up with him. Charles didn't have anywhere to stay. So what did he do? He went and he was staying with a friend, sleeping on his friend's couch in the living room. That's where Charles was staying. Now Charles was there. Now he couldn't take the risk to come back to Liberia because there was no guarantee that he would get a job. Let me tell you this, folks. One day I'm sitting with McGill, and something comes to mind, Charles, because his situation had just occurred to me or had just been brought to my attention. And I'm speaking from Broadville, he was supporting the CDC for so many years. Now they came to power and he didn't get a job. And I heard his girlfriend kicked him out of the apartment because he wasn't contributing toward the household expenses. And so I felt sorry for him. So I brought up his issue with McGill one day. This is when I was still supporting the government. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is in July of 2018. I was about to leave Liberia to return to the States to continue my studies. So I tell McGill, I said, McGill, my man, you gotta do something about my picking man from Broadville, man, Charles de Gaulle. McGill said, oh yeah, that picking, yeah, he been trying to, I said, my man, things are bad on that kid. McGill said, where is he now? I said, he's back in the States. He was here for a while and he lost his girlfriend kicked him out when he went back to the States. He stayed here for so long. He wasn't earning any money. He wasn't contributing. The guy kicked him out. McGill said, okay, my man, that's a sad story, but I will see what I can do for him. I had that conversation with McGill. Now, I didn't know how it was going to end or what was going to come out of it. But a week or two later, Charles got appointed. Yeah. Now, I can't say it was because of that conversation I had with McGill. I cannot say that, but it might have influenced it. Then Charles reached out to me. I still have the Facebook message today. He reached out to me to thank me. He said, my man, thank you for speaking with McGill about my situation. Yeah. Charles, he reached out to me on Facebook and he thanked me for speaking with McGill about his situation. Now, I don't know how he knew that I had spoken with McGill about his situation getting kicked out of his apartment, or well, getting kicked out of the apartment by his girlfriend, and all that kind of stuff, and how he was sleeping on his friend's couch. So he told me thank you, and I said okay. So then Charles got a job. When Charles got a job at the port of Buchanan, I was happy for the young man. But little did I know that this Peking would change. Oh my God. The Peking is frisky.
Very frisky.
Very, very frisky. The gold ring he wears on his finger.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that gold ring, I don't know. He's a big show off.
Fine.
Oh, Charles can show off. You know, so one of my men was just telling me from Broadville, I will not call his name. He was telling me, he said, my man, Charles the other day was here cussing you how you can live with him and all kind of things. I said, what? They said he went Broadville and they were just lecturing. And he was telling the guy that in Broadville how I'm not anything, I can live with him. The begin who I spoke to McGill for, who his girlfriend kicked him out of the apartment because he couldn't help to pay the bill. He had been in Liberia for so long. And was not telling people that I could live with him because he was the port manager of the Buchanan port. So now, folks, what happened? Charles became stupid. I think something happened to Charles. Charles became very stupid. This is what happened to Charles. APM Terminals uses the Buchanan port.
Yeah.
And they pay what they call port user fees every year. I don't know how they pay, whether it's quarterly or whether it's bi-yearly or whether it's yearly, but they pay fees. So APM Terminals paid $500,000. And Charles, being the manager of the Buchanan port, they paid the money to him. So the company, Charles and his chief statistician, a guy called Amara Kamara, they decided to wire Charles and his man, they wired $200,000 of the $500,000 US of the money that APM Terminals paid. Charles wired the money to his account in America. Folks, the money is no longer in Liberia. The Peking is extreme. Sorry, not APM, ArcelorMittal. I'm very sorry. Yeah, it's ArcelorMittal. ArcelorMittal, like Liberia. Now, how do I know the money is in America? We all know publicly that he wired the money, but I know the money has already hit his account because, as I told you, I know people from Broadway who know Charles and who are friends with him. And so they told me the money is already in Charles's account in the United States. Yes, $200,000 US of the $500,000 ArcelorMittal paid in port user fees. But here's the thing, Bogart. This kid is stupid. Bogart, do you think that, for Christ's sake, did Charles think for a moment that Bill Twawe, who left money bitter like that, would miss $500,000 or would miss 200,000 out of $500,000? Are you kidding? That he would wire 200,000 out of $500,000 and nobody would take notice of it? This kid must be crazy to have thought that he could get away with that. The picking, but here's why I think Charles did this. Okay? Charles works there. He sees how much comes in from the Buchanan port alone, how much ArcelorMittal pays, how much other companies that use the port, how much they pay to the government. And he sees how much Bill Twawe steals in concert with George Weah. I guess Charles got to the point where Bogart, he felt, you know what? I'm going to steal my own too. Don't you think so, Bogart? He got to the point, he said, look, I see how much money comes in. I see what these guys do with it. I'm going to steal mine. I'm going to send it to my account in America. That is so stupid.
No,
It is so stupid.
Costa, what I'm thinking now is that probably he was disenchanted and wanted to leave the position. That's what I'm thinking, though.
Okay, then why, after he transferred the money, why didn't he leave the country?
But probably that was the next thing now. On the next, what that means, just transfer the money in a day or 2 or 3 or like a week, and then I leave from the Liberia and go.
Well, by the time the transfer was done, by the time the transfer was initiated, Charles could have jumped on the plane. He could have left Liberia, but he did not. He did not. He was passing around. Maybe he was stupid to think that they would not bother him, that he could steal $200,000 and not be bothered. So what happened to Charles? The NSA arrested Charles. I'm not the one saying it. The National Port Authority put out a press release. Did you read the press release, Walker?
Sure.
They put out a press release. The NSA picked him up. He and his chief statistician, a guy called Amara Kamara, and they started investigating the two of them. But the point is, Boakai, did he think that he could eat $200,000 by himself? Did he really think that George Weah and Bill Toyer would let him steal $200,000 and get away with it? He must be stupid. The picking is very, very frisky. I think Charles deserves it. Like anybody, to try to steal that kind of money, he deserves it. Now the thing is, how do they get the money out of Charles's account here in the U.S.? That's a simple thing. The government of Liberia can simply make a request to the U.S. authorities and tell them that Charles stole the money. And they can work through the U.S. embassy and tell them that Charles stole the money and wired the money. The U.S. embassy now can have the bank, can have the authorities here in the U.S. have the bank return the money. But Charles has destroyed himself. Let me tell you what this government will do to him. They will try to use him to set an example. That's what they're going to do, because he's a nobody. He is a nobody. They will use him to set an example. They will prosecute him. More than likely, they're going to put him in jail. They're going to send him to court, find him guilty, and they're going to put him in jail. He doesn't have a wife, John J. Peters. He does not have a wife. I'm pretty sure he's the only signatory to this account. He does not have anybody else who could draw on this account and take the money out. Yeah. So that is the thing. $200,000, Waka. This kid is brave. You have to give it to him. Let's go to the phone lines and take some calls.
Yeah, I don't think, for me, because I don't think he's alone. Probably he has some big hands into it that encourage him to do what he did.
Where are the big hands now?
But they will not come out. They will not come out now. And he will speak, but it can be now. Probably
I'm going to mute my end to take a call from somebody who's going to give me some information regarding this. Take some calls and while I speak with this person.
All right. So as I was saying, probably somebody is big is behind this, and the person he's still keeping mute, thinking that the person will come up and appeal to the other guys, like the president, like McGill, to forgive him, to say, my man Jerry, relax, I will handle it. Don't worry yourself. You will still come back to work. You will still do this. You will still do that. Probably they still giving him those type of motivation. They are still encouraging him. They are still telling him that, all you have to do, just wire the money back into the system. Bring the money back to Liberia. Then we can start it from there. So they are still trying to encourage him. So we'll take some calls, like Costa said, 0770-102-102, 0886-010383, 0555-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. Those are the numbers. But this guy is boastful.
Brian. It looks like you are right. Listen, folks. You were right when you said big hands are behind Charles.
Okay.
Charles didn't steal the money alone. Guess what?
Mm.
Charles is in Buchanan. He's working.
Okay.
He is still in Buchanan. And he said he's bragging and telling people that nobody will arrest him, nobody will do anything to him, because if anybody touches him, he will expose them all.
Okay.
Can you imagine? I just got the phone. Charles D. Gaulle. Charles D. Gaulle is still in Buchanan, and he is saying that nobody will touch him, because if you haul rope, rope will haul bush.
Bush. I know.
So, now it makes sense why Charles would do something like that, though. Now it makes sense, because why would Charles alone be brave to wire 200K out of a 500K amount? Because Charles knew what he was talking about. I mean, he knew he. Now, apparently, there are people who are afraid. If you push Charles too hard, Charles will call their names. Charles should also be careful, because they could murder him too. You know, if you know something that could potentially embarrass Bill Traore and others, and if they think you are a threat, you could go missing. That's another possibility that he needs to think about. But I'm gonna get the whole information later on from this source. But Charles is in Buchanan. He's bragging. He is saying nobody can touch him and nobody will bother him. Let's go to the lines and take some calls. So I'm told Charles is not the only one who got some of the money. So while he may have wired 200K to his account in the US, I'm told other people got some money too. Okay, let's take some calls.
All right, so the phone lines are open: 0770-102-102, 086-010-383, 555-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. Let's take Mr. Valley on this line. Good morning and welcome. Good morning.
Yeah, how are you, Baka? Good morning.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, this is Valley calling from other side.
Okay.
You know, the child we learned from the father. Child already knew what's happening in the executive, and you know how the people getting their riches. So he wants to imitate the people. And my greeting to all the Muslims all over the world for Arafat Day, and tomorrow going to be our prayer day. So we all should be calm, observe the protocol from the National Health Authority. Love, keep washing our hands, get your nose mask. If you know very well that the mosque will be jammed, you leave to your house and perform your 2 rakah. Don't embarrass yourself. Let us keep at least the protocol so the day will be going smoothly. And to Costa and the COP, I wish you best Abraham days. At least we all want to celebrate this day together. But turning, I think we were in Arafat performing our Hajj, and we pray for the country. And those are there now that we don't have a chance to go, they should exalt the same prayer to all Muslims and to every American in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling and being a part of the show this morning. 770-102-102, 86-010-383. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. So those are the numbers that you can call. Yes, tomorrow is Abraham Day, and we will be celebrating across the globe. All Muslims will be celebrating. I thank Costa can be in his sexy cow meeting and become.
Yeah, well, I will miss it, man. Abraham Day. All my people can bring me cow meat. Let's take some more calls there, boy.
Yep. So the phone lines are open, and we stay accepting your calls. Once they come in, we'll take it. 0770-102-102, 086-010-383, 555-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. So there's no call yet, cause.
Okay. Folks, I have this. There's this article. I'm trying to find it. It was written by RFI, I believe, on George Weah and his properties and all that kind of stuff. And man, George Weah's all his assets, chaotic. Yeah, he has a complete mess. The man tries to make it look like he was such a wealthy man. Everything was good. But all his properties were just it was crazy. Crazy. Just
All right, let's take this person on the line.
total mess.
Your name, where you calling us from?
Good morning. Yeah, my name is Bigard Worker. I'm calling from India.
Welcome, my brother.
Thank you so much. And as regards to the issue on the discussion this morning, the COVID issues is a very serious one. And we're looking at the leadership of Liberia, the government. I don't know why they are not putting their mind together to save our people. The major issues we are hearing is there's no bed in the medical facility, and there's no enough space. Now they are history wanting to the legislature. I don't have the administration. They always tell you that public administration, the nucleus of public administrations is rational actions. Now they are placed there for the legislature, but now they are facing pricing. Just take that money from them. Now go to Tumo village. If there's no bed, just do about 100,000 and give it to the country that they can fix a blank bed.
Okay.
Hospital. There is no place for them to keep the people. Let them go to the port and get tapoli, the bed tanks, and just go bed there, and the people will have place. But they are not thinking that way. All they want to do is what they can get for themselves. It's unfortunate.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now take somebody on this other line. Good morning.
Good morning, brother.
Yeah, your name, where you calling us from?
Yeah, good morning, brother. Good morning to our video.
Your name?
Yeah, my name is Vanny Gray. This is my first time taking part on the show.
Vanny Gray, welcome.
Yes. And I said good morning to our COP family. Look, brother, Heaven Costa, he is a leader in this country. And, we are waiting for Heaven Costa come 2023. Heaven Costa, he is one of the men I have been following since this, and I start hearing about Roots FM. So, brother, we are Liberian, we are here. And the day our leader will be coming to Liberia, we will make sure, because all the time Costa comes to Liberia, I make sure I'm always there. So thank you for the show this morning.
Thank you, Vanny Gray, for calling and being a part of the show. We can take some more calls: 0770-102-102-886, 0103-8355-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. Let's take our man Nolai. Nolai Kamara, good morning, welcome. Oh, I don't know why Nolai, your call keep.
Where is he? Is he back in Liberia or he's still in Guinea?
He's back in Liberia.
Good. Let's take him back. I would like to hear from him.
I don't know. Lola, you call me, then they say your phone off again, my man. So all right. They say the mail phone off. Let's take somebody here. Probably he'll call back. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, if you call, please listen to me through your phone. Don't listen to the receiver. That's why it is. If you listen to the receiver, there'll be a little delay in between. So if you call, please follow me through your cell phone and don't listen to the receiver. 0770-102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. Yeah, so there's none yet, cause
listen, I'm gonna say this publicly before I get in touch with Senator Dillon to tell him personally. I think he and Yumley, I'm recommending this to them, and I want to recommend this publicly, and I want to hear what our people have to say about this. I think now Yumley has publicly stated that she is not interested in the second tranche of the money, the 15,000. And Senator Dillon has also told me privately that he also is not going to receive the 15 grand. So the two of them, their combined amount is $30,000. Now the thing is, if they don't accept the money or collect the money is going to go right back to the government, to the lawmakers, to the other people, to the leadership people who distributed the money. So I'm thinking they should work with a better way to spend this money would be in this COVID crisis, would be to work with these Liberians in the United Liberian Organization of Colorado to pay for the shipment of those equipment worth $1 million to be shipped to Liberia to help with the COVID crisis. That's what I think they should do. So I'm publicly saying this now. I think that's a better way to spend this money. So if Yumble and Dillon are saying that they're not going to take this money, if they refuse to collect the money, there's no harm. The money goes back to the people. So why don't they take this amount, $30,000, and work with the United Liberian Organization of Colorado that has received in donation $1 million in medical supplies. I have the list here of the supplies. I'm going to read out the list here, and I would be glad to put them in touch with Senator Dillon and Yumble. So, folks, you tell me what you make of this. These are the items that they have received. This organization from Project Cure, one of the biggest medical charities in the world. Beds. There are two types of hospital beds they have. They have beds. They have the Carmia Perfect Height High-Low Adjustable Bed. They have 100 pieces of that. They have Stryker FL28C Electric Hospital Bed. They have 150. That's 250 beds right there. 250 beds. ROCS7 High-Low Hospital Bed. Quantity 75. So 250 plus 75, that's 325 hospital beds. Okay. 325 hospital beds. Right there. Concentrator, Drive Medical 10-liter compact oxygen concentrator. This is 50 units. Deviblis compact or Devilbis compact 525DS oxygen concentrator, 5 LPM. The quantity is 50. PPE is 8,000 boxes of PPE. 8,000 boxes of PPE. Scrubs for the doctors, that little plastic suit the doctors wear and stuff. Isn't that what they call the scrubs? The cap, the suit and stuff. I think that's what they call it. Yeah. So is the Casma 3-pocket scrub top, the 3-pocket scrub top. The quantity, 700. The fakes for women, FIGS. I'm going to look this up. I don't know what that means. I'm going to type medical fakes. So this is my suggestion, folks. You know, since they say they don't want to take the money. Oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah, the fakes. Okay. So since they say they don't want to take the money. Okay, that's like the suit the doctors wear. Oh, like that thing. Yeah. The blue, the brown, the maroon, those suits that they wear. Yeah, so they have 700 of them. No, they have 200 fakes for women, 200 of those suits for women, and they have 500 for men. Yeah. So that's what they wear. So this is my suggestion. The people need about 50 grand to send $1 million worth of supplies to Liberia. donated to them by Project Q. Maybe Dillon and somebody, and Yumbly can find a representative in the U.S. to work directly with them first. I'm not saying they should just wire the money to them. No, they should first send a representative, and Yumbly and Dillon have a lot of people here that they trust. They can send them to Colorado to meet with Norman and go and see the facility where these donated items are. Once they verify that, then they can send the money. And those of you listening, you can also speak with Yumbly and Dillon about this, because this will help the country. You're talking 325 medical beds. 325 medical beds. You're talking 8,000 boxes of PPEs. 8,000 boxes of PPEs. You're talking the medical uniforms the doctors and the nurses wear. You're talking hundreds and hundreds of them. So, I mean, this $1 million, 344 containers, 344 containers. I mean, if you spend, this is a lot. So we can talk to our people, Dillon and Yumbly. This is a great way. And these supplies, Yumbly is from Bassa. So some of the supplies can go to Bassa. Dillon is from Montserrat. Some of the supplies can definitely, most of the supplies will be used in Montserrat anyway, because it is the epic center of the COVID-19 crisis in Liberia. So I think this is the best way to spend the money. This idea dawned on me, and I talked about it briefly, I believe, on Friday, but I decided to talk more about it today, and so they can take advantage of this opportunity. $1 million in medical supplies. They can send their representatives to see these people, and they can go ahead and do that. Now, let's take some more calls there, boy. I'm going to speak with Dillon and Yumbly personally about this, but I think this is a great idea. This is a great idea. They should go ahead and help with this. Boy, let's take some more calls there. I have to take a call.
0770102. Let's take this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Desmond Polo. I call from Niva County.
Okay, welcome, my brother.
Yeah. I think in times like this, that when we have coronavirus, the government should stop, gathering people, that will spread the virus. Like a few days ago, we saw the city mayor leaving from his expand area, going to a red light market, to speak to people. All of these things create, it helps to spread the virus, And this is time to just relax everything, focus on the fight. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother, for calling in. 0770102102886 0103835 102 The WhatsApp number is +231 888 That's the number on WhatsApp that you can call me, and you will be live this morning with us on the show. So that will take this person here. Good morning. Your name, are you calling us from?
Good morning. My name is Jefferson. I'm calling from Colorado.
Okay, go ahead, my brother. You have to speak a little audible. You have to be a little audible, brother.
Oh, yes. My name is Jefferson. I'm calling from Colorado.
Okay, go ahead.
I think Henry Costa make a very sound point in respect to the money, because when you look at the fact that, you see, the Liberian government, they are border of criminals. And you leave the direct law, they leave that money with them. They will definitely eat it, and Liberia won't get to benefit any brown from something. So I think it's a brilliant idea. Since these are the ones that are standing up for the Liberian people, let them use their share to donate it to the Liberian people for the benefit of the Liberian people. I think it will set a big mark and a prosperous mark in the life of the Liberian people than to leave it with those criminals, because they're definitely gonna eat it and won't benefit anything. Okay. And please, This shot is going to Henry Costa. Please, Henry Costa. I know you updated us concerning the war crime code thing. Please always, before you end your statement, please let us know that the war crime code thing is still going to be on, because we eager to listen. I mean, our ears listening out here, we want to know when these fools are going to prison. Please. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in from the United States of America. We take some more calls back home on. Okay, but let's cross over again to the diaspora and take this person. Good morning. Your name is joining us from?
Okay, good morning, Walker. This is Lim from Goa. I'm calling from Norway.
Norway, welcome, brother.
Yeah, I just want to make my contribution to the topic of the musicianship as a graduate of Marital University in shit and food management. It breaks my heart to hear such a news coming from Liberia. But like Costa earlier mentioned, there are several questions to ask and to answer, because one of the major questions that Costa mentioned earlier is the worthiness of this ship. Because, to have a person in service, you must make sure that this sector is certified by some checking method. Because vessels are not like cars. Whenever there is an accident or anything wrong with vessel, there will be life lost at sea. Like car, if anything happens, you can park the car on the side of the road and try to talk to the passengers.
But the vessel will sink.
Yeah.
I in check. I think the questions that need to be answered is whether the vessel was fully serviceable and the rest of it. And one thing again, I would like to encourage the maritime authorities in Liberia to do that. They should now begin, following the rules from the maritime regulations.
Okay.
You got to check. Yeah, they got to check a lot of things. No, I don't have. You don't have much time, but I will make some recommendations.
All right. Thank you so much, my brother.
All right, brother, hold on there. So I just got some fresh information concerning this thing with Charles Gall. It's interesting, eh? Very, very. Now, this is what happened, according to my source, who is very familiar with the situation. So, a few months ago, the Port of Buchanan received $300,000 from ArcelorMittal in a special account. They have a special account where they receive money, payments from these port users, right? Bill Torre went and took out the $300,000 from that account and took it for himself and gave Charles Gore $5,000. Charles Gore, yeah. So he took the 300 grand and gave Charles Gore $5 grand from the money the APM, from ArcelorMittal paid. Charles Gore apparently was not happy about that. This is a syndicate. It always happens. They're working in concert with people from ArcelorMittal, the port superintendent, Bill Trowe, the controller, and all these people. They're working together. Listen up. So a few months ago, when Bill Trowe did that thing, took $300,000 out and gave Charles Gore $5,000 because Charles Gore wanted to travel to the U.S. He gave him $5,000. So Charles was not happy. So apparently Charles planned. He said, okay, these guys keep eating this money. I'm going to eat mine too. So this is what Charles Gore did. Charles Gore went and created a special account. Created a bank account. And under the name of the National Port Authority for the Buchanan Port, right? And then he supplied that account information to the APM, to the ArcelorMittal folks, who then wired the money, that particular payment, user fee payment, into that account. So basically what he did, he diverted the money. He diverted the payment. So rather than the payment going to the usual account where it goes, where Bill Tower takes it from and eats it, Charles went and created his own account under the MPA's name, the Buchanan Port's name, and supplied that account detail, and the funds were moved or transferred to that account instead of the official account that they always use. When the money landed in that account, Charles then withdrew or wired 200,000 out of that account. Now, according to what we're told, what my source just told me, Bill Toy was pissed. But how could he, what can he really do? Because Charles knows a lot about how he eats the other money. So then I'm told that statement from NPA saying that NSA officers were arrested Charles, they say it's not even true. What I'm told is that Bill Toy sent Sabato Dennis, former MPFL rebel fighter, and Logan Davis, former MPFL mass murderer, who is the chief of the Seaport Police. Those are the two people I am told Bill Toy sent to Charles to shake him down. Now the soldiers told me, if NSA arrested Charles, don't you think they will still have Charles in jail? And that's true. Charles is not in jail. Charles DeGaulle is not in jail. So Bill Toy sent Logan Davis and Sabato Dennis, two MPFL rebels, to go to Buchanan. They grab Charles. They try to intimidate Charles to shake him down. But Charles need to be careful because Logan Davis are old killer. He's still killing, not even old killer. He and Sabato Dennis. Now, when they try to shake Charles down for the money, Charles could not provide the money because the money is already in Charles's account here in the U.S. What did they do? The car that Charles bought for his girlfriend, they took the car. Logan Davis and Sabato Dennis took the car that Charles DeGaulle bought for his girlfriend in Buchanan. They took the vehicle because they couldn't find the money. Charles already sent the money abroad. Now that's why Charles went on. You remember when the story broke, when the NPA released the statement that Charles had been arrested, he was being interrogated by NSA.
Yes.
Did you see Charles' reaction? What did Charles do? Charles went ahead and did a short video.
Yes.
Right there on at the Buchanan port. You can see the water in his background, the ocean.
That was
and
what
he's saying, I am not arrested. Here I am. Now, the place you work for, they issue a statement that you've been arrested and you have been interrogated by the NSA for financial impropriety, for stealing money. And then what's your reaction? Your reaction is to do a video to show yourself that you're a free man and that is a lie. Something is wrong somewhere, Wakai.
Yeah.
Your toy is now afraid that if he pushes Charles too hard, Charles could go completely kamikaze on him. He could go kamikaze and he could talk, he could spill the beans. And so probably that is why Charles is still a free man, walking around in Buchanan and bragging that nobody can touch him. But what Charles needs to know, what Charles needs to be careful of, is that they could make him disappear.
Yeah.
Logan Davis is a mass murderer for MPFL days. Sabato Dennis is a mass murderer for MPFL days. Those are the two people Bill Tower sent. So the statement that the NPA released, that Charles DeGaulle, the port manager of the Buchanan port, was being interrogated by the National Security Agency, the NSA, is incorrect. The NSA people that he sent there, that Logan Davis and Sabato Dennis, they're not real NSA. They went, they shook Charles down. Charles didn't provide any money, didn't give him any money. So they took his girlfriend's car that he bought for her.
Government money, oh.
That is why the Peking is walking around making big mouth and nobody can touch him. Because he knows too much. Every time APN Terminals pays that money, now you know, I mean, ArcelorMittal and other port users pay that money. I'm talking about big port users, logging companies. Now let me tell you this: the logging companies pay a lot of money. Hold up, the logging companies paid $8 per cubic meter at the port. They call it port handling charges. $28 per cubic meter. That's what they pay. All that money, all that money, where does it go? My man, Bill Torre steals the money. He steals the money, and then where does it go? He brings some of it to his pa, George Weah. So Charles de Gaulle had been sitting at the Buchanan port, seeing millions of dollars come and go, and he doesn't get any. But they say Charles told somebody the thing that pissed him off was when they received 300,000 and built from ArcelorMittal, and Bill Torre took up 5,000 and gave it to him and said, "Piggy, you won't go to the States, eh? You have 5,000, buy a ticket." He took the entire 300K, took out $5,000 and gave it to Charles to buy a ticket to come to America, and he took 295K. Now, yeah, that's what he did.
Straight to
now, according to the story, when Charles and his guys stole this money, Charles didn't steal all his money. I'm told what Charles did is this. Is it Charles gave a drawer named Ben Cooper or something, gave everybody money in your office? 1G. They say he was sharing the money. You know, he didn't take all the money alone. But the problem here is, Buckeye, that Charles could be brave to do this only goes to show that he had enough. Sitting there watching the money coming in and Bill Torre stealing the money. And so Charles had to steal too. So it is very likely that Charles will not be touched. That Charles stole $200,000 and nothing will come of it because Bill Torre, he has too much on Bill Torre and his gang. Let's go back to the lines, Buckeye. Let's take some more calls there. We got 8 more minutes to go. Let's take a few more calls.
Yeah, so the phone lines are open.
Healthcare workers are protesting. The healthcare workers at the C.H. Rennie Hospital in Calcutta. They are demanding their salaries. They have not been paid in over 11 months. That's according to them. Over 11 months. Let's take some more calls.
Yeah. But we are giving money to lawmakers to go and do something that we don't need.
Lawmakers can receive pay. Somebody just sent pictures of the healthcare workers here in Magibi. They are protesting for their salaries, which they have not received in 11 months. Let's take a few more calls there. So this thing with Charles de Gaulle is deep, man. The reason Charles was brave to do this is because his bosses have been stealing money and nothing has happened, and he felt emboldened. I'm going to steal mine.
Yeah.
And the reason they're not going to touch me because I know too much about what they steal. That's what happened. They frisky picking can steal 200 G and can go free. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Hey, Liberia, honor George Weah. Let's take some more calls at the beginning.
Let's take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Buckeye.
Yeah, your name are you calling us from?
Good morning to him and Pedro Costa. This is DJ Loma calling from Corway.
Welcome.
Buckeye, I never followed most of your talking point. I just got in late because I was sleeping, the weather. But I hope you all talk about that maritime issue about that vessel.
Yeah.
You all talk on it?
Yeah.
We did.
On that.
Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Herman Pedro Costa. You see, this government is not in the business of informing the Liberian people the right way. Because if that vessel was banned by unerring government, since 2017 that vessel have been banned. And then we listen to the using language saying that vessel was banned. If our other vessel was banned, why carry the teachers, the people from education ministry that were going to administer the exam in Maryland? Why carry them on that vessel? Where other people, in fact, I listened to the managing director of that vessel, he said that's lie. That vessel has been registered and was inspected before leaving the port. So you see the guys, They receive money to just kill the Liberian people. At the end of the day, then they come up with fake information. And we will not sit down and rest. We'll make sure investigation be done. Whosoever that are responsible for that thing to kill our people in normal that, let it be held reliable to pay for those things that were extracted from the people and those that lost their life. Let the people go to jail and face the punishment. We'll not let the people go free. And the next thing is that the lawmakers are receiving the money. Look, my brother, I think Sir Joseph working with money. I see Honorable Snow working with money. I see Honorable Kanga working with money. I see Honorable Dillon working with money. But my own district are sitting here. Abu Kamara get that money. We see what you are doing with it. Other people making the money. I listen to Joe for the last part. He said there's a thing that politics thing because the president got I won there. Anytime you go, it's a president project, but there will be no lawmaker project. Send the 15, send the 3 years into the 4th year. There have been no project that have been super ahead by the lawmakers. So they put that money in the budget at least to help them to do 1 or 2 things. But then say it come this way, if they say they want to return it, don't give it to government, don't pay that money back to some and other people. Not look for different bank. I mean, put it in a separate account that money can be allocated and be used for. When you give it to the useless government, will not get one thing from it, no account of it, they will stay eating and reach yourself. So he's so wise, sufficient. You know, get ready for it like people. Those people don't kill because that's what was bound by Eddie. And don't put it on the water and kill our like people. All right, don't be reliable to pay for those things that have done to the country. But bad people, the war economic crumble will take come and only people. Thank you this morning, Baka.
Thank you so much, DJ Lumer, for calling in and being a part of the show this morning. And according to the government, that vessel was not allowed to carry passengers from one place to another. That was what they said. But I don't know how come those teachers and employees of the West African Examination Council, WAEC, got on board that particular vessel. So let's take this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. How you doing?
I'm okay. Where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling from Montreal. I'm calling from Monrovia, Central Monrovia. I'm Mohammed Sharif. I really congrats Costa for his advocacy, but he must be constructive in his criticism. Yeah. Every time I've been telling the president, my next and continue down in the map.
All right. Now take another person, 0770.
The man, I can be causing the president. The president's stupid. I can't talk it. The president I roll. Take another call. I don't matter, man.
Let's take Pangomo Kamara. Pangomo, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Baka Kamara. Good morning, Costa. How you doing?
Yeah,
I bring Ramadan to all of you, all my beloved people. That God get Liberia long life. God my bless Liberia. God my move all the witchcraft over this country. Who don't have a country, who need your own package. God my tear all of them package upside down. So, that gave it. That's how who took this thing, that money. Come on, you that thing. That's the okay. That they have their story. All of them involved in that money. But you know, that thing, they are just so stupid. Like God and me. They took this. That is the similar package. And I'm was it about anything in New York? The getting job. The 24 million mobile officer. Let them go pick it up. That thing was it that bad? The top food. Well, what on the 5 million? Well, let to hell with them, let them put the ball outside.
Okay.
My brother, LFM me. If you not your will, in that part of the UBS, to do investigation. That's all.
All right. Thank you so much, Pangomo, for calling in this morning. Like brother Elephant me. Everybody can eat their own. That's according to Pangomo. We'll take like 2 more calls on the line.
2 more calls and we'll wrap it up, Waka. 2 more.
Yeah. 2 more calls. So 07701.
So Charles to go will eat our $200,000 and go free. Because Bill Twelve ain't afraid to touch him because he knows too much. Wow. That ain't gonna make you frisky even more, Waka.
Very frisky. Let's take this person. Good morning. Good morning.
Liberia is a joke.
Good morning.
Good morning, brother. Pedro.
Yeah, your name are you calling from?
This is William Pedro.
Huh? Your line is not good. 0770-102-102-86-0103-8355. We take 2 more calls, then we go home. Health worker protesting in Magibi.
11 months.
11 months.
You owe healthcare workers for 11 months. You can't pay them. And they work at Magibi's primary hospital, the only referral hospital in Magibi, CH Rennie. You owe them for 11 months, you can't pay. And you expect them to be encouraged to go to work and to risk their lives in this COVID crisis. Jesus. So you can find money to dish out to lawmakers, $3,090,000. But you can't find money to pay the healthcare workers. Wow.
Good morning.
Good morning.
That will be the last call of Waka.
Yeah, your name, where you calling us from?
I'm Aziz gonna call you from Israel.
Israel?
Yes.
Okay, welcome.
Yeah, my point here is that coronavirus issue within the country right now is a global crisis. We all know that. And if the government want the citizens of the nation to honestly take the vaccine, I believe they should set as an example. All of the ministers or the representatives, the government officials should be the first to take the vaccine in order to make other citizens brave enough to take the vaccine. Come and think of the giving Israel here. The officials and people that started taking the vaccine first before others.
I don't know why I keep telling you, I say, Joe, you say you can't take vaccine.
But the president not take it, how the ministers will take it, my brother. Once the president take it and publish it, the other people will follow.
Yeah, so that's the thing we're supposed to be doing right now, so that our brothers and sisters vaccine is great enough to take the vaccine. If the people are the ministers and the stakeholders are not taking the vaccine, how will our people get brave enough to take the vaccine?
Okay.
So this is the kind of practice we should start right now.
Thank you so much, our brother from Israel, calling all this morning. Cause it's over to you.
Look, I don't know how many times I have to say this. I've told you repeatedly. Mr. Weah has said to his people in cabinet meeting that the vaccine turns people into green monsters and that he will not take it. He cannot enter your vaccine business. Have you heard the word vaccine come out of George Weah's mouth?
Nope.
Have you heard it come out of any statement written, released by the president? No. You will not see Kalasco post any picture of George Weah taking vaccine. You shall not see it. That man is an idiot. When an idiot adopts an idiotic belief, they can hold it tight. George Weah believes that the vaccine can make people into green monster. I don't know when someone will turn into the monster, because I took my last shot on June 6th. So I stay waiting to turn into the green monster. He will not take it. So if, I say if, not when, because we don't know when vaccine coming. But do you know?
We don't know.
If vaccines ever come to Liberia again, you better go take it. You must sit down there and say, let the president encourage all to go take the vaccine. Let me tell you something. 99% of COVID deaths in America today are unvaccinated people. In places like Louisiana and Missouri, those red states, deeply Republican states, the people dying there are Republicans. There are people are telling them the people are not supporting the vaccine thing, the vaccination. They're playing politics out of the stuff. And so Republicans, many of them in those states are not taking the vaccine. And they're dying. Do you think if you got vaccine to take, you not take it because your muscle vaccine can make people green monster, or it can change your genetic and all that kind of thing? You don't take it, you catch COVID, you die. Me, I can feel sorry for you. But if you not get vaccine, and you not know about the vaccine, that's different thing. But if you know about the vaccine and the vaccine there, and you not go take it because you believe that the vaccine would make you some kind of way or will not be good for you, and you die, you catch COVID and it kill you. I will not. To be honest, you look for it. But you get medicine for something, you not go take it. You say because the medicine not good. You scientist.
That's the problem.
When you become a scientist, you see someone explaining. They think they can do that one, they can do that one. They reorganize stupid thing. They say Georgia told a phone in the cabinet meeting. He was showing the phone to people there in the meeting, a minister official there. Talking a stupid video he saw on YouTube. That's why he was showing the people. That the video, yo. And you see what the video say? They didn't say you take the vaccine and made you into a green monster. That man, the president of a whole country. So this is what you get when you vote for stupid man to be your president. That's what you can get. Stupid man to be your president. This is what you have to deal with. He doesn't take this thing seriously. Send it to us 3 weeks ago on the 25th of June that a consignment of 96,000 doses of vaccines was coming to town. And an additional consignment of 286,000 doses of vaccine through the World Bank was coming to town. Have you seen the vaccine?
Nope.
Have you heard them say anything else about when the vaccine will come?
No.
Okay. Even in your churches, thank you, Samuel Gay or Jay. Even in your churches, you go to tell the pastor and be preaching against the vaccine. What do you know? You pastor, you scientist now. You see, pastor there, the vaccine at 666 vaccine. Listen to one stupid pastor be telling you say vaccine at 666. You might not go take it. All the parenting to preach against. You preach against it. That COVID vaccine, you go put your dirty mouth on, you say you pastor. But you know people preaching against the thing in the churches? I don't know about the mosque, but I've heard there are pastors who are preaching against the vaccine. Telling their congregation to not take the vaccine. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that? So, if the vaccine ever come to Liberia again, I say if, because we don't know when we might receive a new consignment of vaccines. But if they ever come, you better go take it. You better go take it. Don't listen to your pastor. Don't listen to your mom. Don't listen to your pa. Don't listen to anybody, because when COVID catch you, especially those of you with diabetes, those of you with pressure, those of you who got kidney trouble, those of you who got underlying medical conditions. When COVID catch you, your chances of dying are very, very high compared to somebody who ain't got those kind of sicknesses. My people, they think you we're not begging you protect yourself. If you value your life, wear your mask, wash your hands, and socially distance if you can. In Liberia, I don't know how you can say you got a ride commercial car. Yeah, but we can hardly ride commercial car, yeah? Instead of people can use the buses. But even on the buses, the people can put 6 feet, the people reduce yeah, people can sit down near each other. You go to the airport in the terminal, the people put the thing on, they can mark the seat then. Where you can sit down. Yeah, the people, in Liberia, how you do 6 feet? But you get in the taxi, somebody squeezing you right there at 6 feet there. You can't even do 3 inches where you say 6 feet. 3 inches are not between you and the next person, but the man squeezing you in the car. Then you're lecturing in the taxi or you're on the bus. Somebody preaching on the killer bean. Or a spit wasting on your. No pastor that can be preaching on the killer bean buses, but all the man spit wasting on your. He preaching on the bus. They sort of stop that bus preaching during the COVID time.
That killer being from Banave.
Yeah, from Banave era. The law say the man, all the men speak just flashing. Eh? The man just spreading COVID. So our pastor get COVID. He will not spray, boy. He will spray the whole bus. No, you know that God Bennett. The other day, let me tell you something. Me and my cousin in Minnesota was saying that no minute walk. We're lecturing with some other friends in my hotel room. What we're talking about a couple of things, and then we came to the issue about the noise pollution in Liberia. Every community, every neighborhood got something like church. Yes. When the church managed to buy one PA system on Sunday, when it forget that thing. My man, when service start in the morning, the service can end. Huh? And I was telling you, no many walkers. I said, my man, cause if I were president, who will issue a public ordinance, there's already a public ordinance on noise pollution. You can't open chair, you be making noise near your people, your friend there. The president once can go for 2 hours. Then people they get neck up. They chair one side, they blasting the music. Then the other people get a neck on the other side, or the drinking spot. Okay, I swear to God, you must say another man will go, but trust me, if I have power, you can't do that kind of thing. And you know, those who live abroad, you can't, my man, okay, let me tell you something. To my heart, right here, where I living, Paulina Kaya before we're playing music, my neighbor there will call the police. The policeman will come, man, turn the music down. They will tell you to turn the music down. You will turn that music down. In Liberia, nobody cares. All day, they're just blasting the music. It's wrong, Parker. It is wrong. Somebody say, yeah, the Muslim people can do the call for prayer in the morning too. They put a loudspeaker over the mosque. Hello, what they can say, Parker? Soon in the morning. All that kind of thing there. Look, Parker, noise pollution. You can't do that thing in other part of the world, Parker. I got my right to not hear you play your church music. I got my right to not hear the noise coming from your bar, from your drinking spot. We got to stop that thing. I know, you know that my cousin no man was saying, my man, you know it's a sensitive issue. I said, I know it's a sensitive issue. Because people will say, you know, let God be it. But trust me.
Because when you were here, it was not worse, but now it's I don't know how to really describe it. They made it have it. The microphone
drum. The PSN will seize it. Look, you just be playing. You just be
let me tell the real thing that happening right now in Liberia.
Okay.
They have a microphone now. They're having a orange data, Lone Star data.
Can you imagine passing around with it?
Everywhere, every intersection you have people in the community, you just be laying in your room, yeah, the other one with a microphone passing, orange meaning, orange data.
How you can live in a country like that?
All over Costa.
My man, I tell you something. We will arrest people. We will seize equipment. It will not be easy. Say I'm a devil because now the church will start preaching against you now. Hey, yeah, that meant that the devil sent up, no problem. But we're not closing church down. We're just seizing the equipment until you pay the fine. Then we'll give it to you back. Keep the noise to a minimum. You can be playing. You do praise and worship for 3 hours. Soon in the morning, they start calling for prayer to the mosque. You see a big hell of a megaphone on the top of the mosque, calling for prayer. You just understand everybody in the community. It's wrong. Whether you Muslim, you Christian, it is wrong. Noise pollution is a bad thing, Buckeye. You can't try that nonsense in the civilized world where we live. My man, Paulina kind of my heart. And my mission when I also But I got my home theater. The thing can be loud. You can hear the thing, man. Boo, boo, boo. My man, I know how to keep the music to a certain level now, boy. In America, let me tell you something. We're in Minnesota the weekend before last. To Chairman Douglas Hall. Chairman Douglas has a beautiful home. Now someone are living in a townhome. He had a whole big single unit family home, big house. My man, the man playing in a basement. Basement is a big place. We play in the basement. We enjoy ourselves. Put the key to the basement window, my man. They put him in another window. Just tune it down. Tune it down. The whole country in Liberia, that's also noise. How can you live in a place like that? So they will not let me go. But guess what? We will seize equipment, and that's my equipment will seize. Hiya. But it's so wrong. Something needs to be done about that noise pollution in the country. You can't rest. 12 houses, bro. Where I used to stay when I'm in Liberia. You got there's some kind of drinking spot right behind here. Then you get it. I know 3-4 churches then all around you. All of them playing music at the same time. Then the person singing hallelujah, hey, hey, hey. Then the other singing Hosanna, 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 Hosanna. What kind of attitude is that? And it's not to say we don't let go. We all let go. But I'm entitled to my peace of mind too. So there's something that needs something to be done about that one. But the politician they can be afraid to do something because hey, they want to pass it them together and say, oh, they men are enemy of God. I beg you, go all over the world.
My man, they complain your Secretary General to the Renaissance. They say Renaissance.
No, but my man, this goes to everybody. Keep your music down to a minimum. You can't be playing music like that in the community because you get checks. You can stay, but why do you have to raise the volume way beyond your edifice? Why somebody who living way outside your church got to be hearing your church music? Why?
Because that you just started. They want to happen in nine like bro. When you come, you will forget about churches and mosques. You will forget about it. They want to happen in now. Yeah. Orange data, orange meaning.
Very, very wrong. It's very, very wrong. We gotta stop it. We have to stop it. Noise pollution is a problem, but that thing can drive people insane. Yeah. We have to stop it. What? My man, every community get church. Church better than a big business, boy.
Yo.
In America, boy, you don't blow car home. When somebody blow home behind you, then I mean you don't pace the person off. In like bro, all day you on browsing. We don't do that thing here. Boy, my man, I can tell you when I blow my car home. Can you imagine that, boy? But what I blow it home for? You blow home behind somebody, my man. That mean it's very serious. That mean either y'all reach to the red light and y'all reach the traffic light, the sign change, and the person that won't go, and so. But we don't blow home here, boy. So you get him Maria, ping the president, ping me, then you see the man on cap. Over, let go. I mean, the country just noisy. Tell me, my man, the country just damn noisy, my man. My man, when I go like person, I be like, my man, you bring animal from here, America, let it score them all and can all push. I guess I'm scoring them and can't eat my garbage to the back. You can't want those score them go crazy because the noise. The animal know you be running all over the deer there. You can see the deer there on your buyer. They will go crazy because they know they'll be like, what? What kind of noise are human being? So we don't blow car horn in America. Begin. You blow horn behind somebody that means it's very serious. But like bro, all the ping, the payment man blow horn. The country is just confusing and just noisy, boy.
But is it only Liberia? That's a problem. It's the entire.
They say that one time in Rio area they call it Flaming Fire. That's a new location. Everybody can go now for the miracles, and they go for the miracles. They go for the prophecies. They say near Jowia area. They say that small noise they can make in a whole community. Flaming Fire. They say they can make noise. They're not small noise. Liberia is just a noisy country. It's a noisy country. It needs to stop. It needs to stop, bro. Yeah, man. What kind of country you live in? You can't have peace of mind. You can't even sleep during the day. The night time, you get somebody on their post, the open drinking spot. Eh? Talking, man. The country too damn noisy. Chaotic country. We bar men, so car running, and then the keke men passing, so everything disorganized in the country. We gotta face that country. We gotta face that country. Yeah. Somebody said only in Liberia. I'm not talking about Nigeria. Nigeria then noisy too. I'm talking about my country. Yeah. My boy, we'll see you. Yeah, we'll be here tomorrow. Bye-bye.